fell to me to try to persuade Kathy to come tonight. They were trying to talk Kathy into anything, you'd know how hard they did. Actually, she is entertaining 16 overnight guests in Lodi, in Wisconsin. And she said, I couldn't change the date. I had set it up some time ago. So she apologized for not being able to be here. And it's interesting when I think back, the long relationship I've had with Kathy Heskin and Neil. I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for Kathy Heskin. And I can say, in a certain sense, she would not be here if it hadn't been for me. And that's pretty much the story. When I was passing through Chicago back 15 years ago, I was on the rebound from a visiting professorship I had in Emory University. I ran into Kathy, she's an old friend, and she said, why don't you come and teach a course for us? And the rest is history. My history, your history. But there's more to the story than that. How I happened to run into Kathy Heskin is because she and Neil were my students. When I taught at Loyola University in the Institute of Pastoral Studies for about 27 years, toward the end of the 70s, early 80s, Kathy was one of my students, and Neil was too. He was working to become a deacon. And Kathy was getting her degree. And we became instant friends. And so we've had a long, I would say, cordial, mostly, relationship. Absolutely wonderful thing. And one of the aspects of working with Kathy and with Mac is that the capacity for friendship is something that perhaps we pass over when we think of their accomplishments. But the fact that she's entertaining 16 overnight guests is a compliment to Kathy's abilities. And Mac certainly is not only a mentor and a model, but he was also a friend. I was always impressed to see the kind of trail of students, graduates who would come back, the alums, who would come back and make their way to Mac's office to say hello. The same is true of Kathy. So their human qualities are quite amazing. They will leave a big hole, very big. In order to set the academic record a little bit straight, I thought I would consult the absolute authoritative source on all things academic to see what Kathy was like as a teacher. I knew what she'd like as a person, and I worked with her in the early days of what became the CM Center. We did so many things together. I gave her my whole library on Indian culture and lore, Native Americans. And so we walked through a lot of this stuff together. But there's only one source that really counts in a way in the end, and that's rating her professor. So I love looking at, I'm terrified, I will never look out my own. But it's amazing. And I'd just like to cite a few things that the students said. Recently, the most recent of these was April 3rd of this very year. Dr. Heskin is one of my favorite professors I have ever had. She is such a sweet lady and really cares about her students. She is very understanding about missing class if it's for a good reason. I'm so glad I took her course. Ms. Kathy is one of the main reasons why I am at Dominican University. She inspires me every day to continue with my passion for ministry. She is one of the best theology ministry teachers you will ever have. Another student said, Kathy Heskin is amazing. I am so happy to have had a class with her. She is very, very intelligent and knows her stuff. She uses various textbooks for one class, but they are rather cheap. Compared to others. She really cares for her students. That's pretty good. She did. She absolutely cared for her students and would do anything to help them. Mac, yes, you're there too. And one of the things that struck me about the way the students reacted to their acquaintance with Mac is they mentioned his kindness. I don't know if we've said very much about Mac's kindness, but that is certainly one of the greatest features of his personality. He is a very kind professor. Take him. He knows his material. Another student says, his lectures are very interesting. Go to his class and do all his work. An easy A. I like this class. So, for Kevin, who is now President, and Mac, who is, we will, of course, miss you, but not a whole lot because we expect to see you around.